Welcome to the webinar on price cycle. This is something different concept. It is not a Gann concept. This is something which I discovered. Price cycle concepts that we will discuss. Just general idea how these things are working and how powerful these concepts are. Okay. So, what is this concept of price cycle? We heard all about time cycle, right? When time is ripe, there is a reversal in the trend or maybe a fast move in the direction of the trend, right? That is what we call Gann price time square. So time cycles concept is there, right? Gann time cycles as well as Astro time cycles and some other time cycles also. So then what is price cycle? So basically price makes move from one fixed number, right? Fixed number level to another fixed number level. And these are mathematically connected. Okay, not our typical resistance and support. These are mathematical numbers. So we'll call this fixed number level as a price cycle point. So PCP, price cycle point. Now when this move happens from one level to the next level, either on an upside or a downside, one price cycle is completed. Time cycle also completes like from say one monthly lunar cycle completes in a 29.5 days something like between one new moon to next new moon, or maybe half cycle completes between new moon and full moon, right? So that cycle repeats. So similarly, when a price moves from a one point to the next point, one price cycle completes. So once the cycle is completed, what will happen? It's like a time cycle. Either the price will reverse from that, or it will consolidate and move to the next level. So it's very similar to time cycle in that sense. There could be linear, non-linear, and then static and dynamic. What is static? Dynamic, I mean static is something which is fixed numbers, standard mathematical numbers. And we talk about dynamic cycles, that means there is a cycle as some count, right? It's just like time cycle has a count of say 90 days. So price cycle has also some count based on some calculation, some mathematical equation. So we can also calculate a time cycle, a price cycle from a low, which may not be a standard number. From there, we can also calculate a price cycle. Okay, so that is a dynamic price cycle. So basically, these price cycle points act as a strong support and resistance. That is also concept in Gann, also Gann numbers, right? So these price cycle points act as a strong support and resistance. And also these are the points where actual momentum starts. A very fast move, a breakout, this kind of event will take place near this price point. Okay, so let us see this thing on a chart. So where one cycle, right now, first cycle I am discussing, I call this as a ninad number system. So this I discovered during this August consolidation, August 2021 consolidation. So I was studying this concept, but that time I could not understand how this relation is. So once this breakout happened, like for almost 1 month, price was stuck just below 16,000, right? And this another number is 15,625. 15,625. What is significance of 15,625? So basically 15,625 is a square number as well as a cube number. It is a square of 125 and cube of 25. So if you have access to chart, you can also check on your charts how powerful this number played. This number is not actually part of this system, but this is also a very important number. So once the price crossed this level, then it sustained above that level, and not a single day close. I'm talking about close, not the intraday movement. It whips out on the intraday basis, but not a single day close is below the 15,625. Okay, not a single day close is below 15,625. So that was the power of that 15,625, which is again not the number from our system. It is the square number and cube number. That power it has. Okay, even this is not a close up of below 15,625. It is a 15,632. So just saved by 7 points. Okay, but this next number here, that was part of our number system, which is a very powerful number. Actually, I was aware of this number's power, but I was not aware what will happen if the breakout happens at this point. What would be the next logical target? I didn't have that time. Okay, when I was studying or observing this particular consolidation, most of the traders were really irritated because of it is quite a long time, and And if you understood that this is between 2 points, then you can also able to trade that, right? Sell here and buy here. Or if you're an option seller, then sell options here between two range. So that couldn't be possible if you understood that concept of two numbers. Okay. But our interest is what will happen or where we'll get the next target if the breakout happens at this number. Now, one of the reason behind this bigger breakout, and this is quite a big rally, right? And fast also. So one of the reason is the consolidation time. Has price considered for almost a month or more than a month. This is, I think, 14th June to almost 13th August, 2 months. So because of that time also, the breakout was fast and a little bit bigger in terms of price. Now, if you understand this concept of price cycle, this price cycle tells us that if the breakout happens at this level, a bigger consolidation breakout, then the target is at this level. So we are breaking out around say 16,000, roughly 16,000 level, okay? And we are reaching around 18,000 level. So almost 2,000 points. And if you understood that this is a very likely high probability target, then you can trade this till this zone, right? You just ride this thing. That is one, if you are really a big player and you can manage that thing. Second thing is, if you understand this thing, these are intermediate targets. Again, all are numbers connected mathematically. Okay. So we know that from this is the first target. And see, they are exactly took resistance. So we can take first trade here, again wait for the breakout, and then next trade, again it took resistance that zone, and the final trade. Right? So this entire 2,000 points you can trade if you understood this concept of price cycle, because you know that if price is breaking out at this level, this is the target level. Okay. Fortunately, this was a very fast move also because of this consolidation. And if you observe this entire movement of consolidation for almost 8 months, right, from October to June, is between these two numbers only, slightly whipsawed here itself. That's all. That's only because that definitely just to trap the people, right? Because this was a very strong support. And once this is broken, majority people were talking about 14,000 and 12,000. The entire people on Twitter were shouting that now it's going for a 12,000. So this was actually a trap. But if you observe, this entire movement is between these 2 points. And even the consolidation are between these 2 points, like maybe 2 intermediate cycles. So this is the power of this concept, basically. If I tell, similarly, there was a Bank Nifty also, and a very similar pattern, but Bank Nifty made a little bit bigger move. So this is the breakout for Bank Nifty, and target was this, but Bank Nifty made a much higher, because if percentage wise, if you see, the Bank Nifty has a higher number. So Bank Nifty crossed that price cycle level, went to next 2 intermediate cycle levels, and then reversed back. Okay. And then also it came below this also. Nifty wasn't that bearish in this consolidation, but Bank Nifty was reasonably bearish. Okay. Again, there was one very important number here. Again, the same price cycle number. And from this number, a bigger cycle, we can, this slightly different concept within cycles, we can have a cycle. So this, some bigger cycle completed here. And that's why this correction happened. So if you understand that this is a possible reversal point, then you know that this is a target. Actually, I was doing this thing because I was talking about reversal from this and want people a lot here. One of the reason was this move was little bit because of that Gujarat election or something, and then the correction happened. And one of the reason is this was a target also, and this was also target for the head and shoulder pattern, something like that. So head and shoulder pattern as well as the price cycle target for the, so you can trade from here up to this level, at least, if you understand. If you are very confident, then this was the target. So this is a big advantage if you understand where from where the price is reversing and what is the very likely a price. If you see both the cases, the price is reversed from that, right? That time cycle. So we talk about the completion of price cycle and then reversal. In this case, it reversal happened. Now, in this case, eventually this price cycle level was crossed, right? And now it's approaching the next level. It is yet to reach that level, but it is trying to reach that level. Whether it will reach or not, that's a different story. Okay, but we can have some trailing stop loss based on again some time cycle points. So once the price is above this, and if you are a bigger player just holding positions, you can trade this. This is a case of indices. This can be applied to anything like stock. Here we're talking about index. That's why we cannot hold. But if it is a stock, then we can just hold on without getting panic because we know there is a target, right? So this is a very, very powerful system which I discovered, and this is a very powerful in terms of use on a option trading. In option trading, this is very useful because normally this kind of move does not happen in an index or stock within a short time. But in a case of options, this small move, price cycle move happens within a 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So you know that if the price is breaking from this level, what is the next possible target? And if this cross that above that level, then what is the next possible target? So it is very, very useful in option trading. These are mostly Bank Nifty because I trade Bank Nifty. So this chart actually, I took this trade on the 23rd Feb 2022, just Ukraine war. So I was very bearish on that day. I wasn't aware about the Ukraine war, but chart were telling me that. So I bought around 100 rupees that day, and I was very lucky that I exited just it was at 1100, but by the time my trade got out, it was around 700, 800 rupees. So there is this price cycle point. So from 100, I got almost 800 rupees within. I took position at 329 and exited at 715. Sorry, 915. Because I was aware of these price levels. And then again, this exactly at a price level, and again, next cycle is completed. And this actually closed at around, I think, 1700, which I did not hope continue. I exited around this level and just. But this price, because of price point, we can understand that even after this, doji is made at this level, it might be going to the next level. So many charts we can play around with this. See, from exactly one price cycle point, the morning breakout happened, next level and next highest level. This is a very big number, and this is a 5-minute, 15-minute chart. So within a day, that complete movement happened, and it's a very big move in terms of price. Exactly followed, and the close is just at that price cycle level. Okay. Similarly, from here, the breakout happened, first level, next day it opened above that, completed. So you are exit here somewhere. And if you are a seller, this may not be the price at which you are going to sell. But if you see that this is a reversal, you can sell and look for this target. Again, see, again, same double top and again a reversal. Now from this to this, bounce back and again back to this level. So you can plan your trade. Not everything can be traded, but these levels gives you idea about where to enter, where to put a stop loss, what are my high probable targets, right? Because in options, suppose you are able to make money from say 200 to say 700 rupees, 500 rupees. Normally people trade for 20 rupees, 30 rupees. And that too with the panic. Here you don't have to worry. You just trail the stop loss. It's a mechanism. Because you know that if the price is breaking at this level, these are very possible targets. This is one example in case of option. This was December 2021 move, which was Nifty moved very big movement in a Nifty. So even if you trade positional in options, see again, this is from very much near that first cycle level. Next, your stop loss might be hit here. But even this is almost like how much? 500, 600 points move within around a week's time. So you can peacefully trade and you exit here. So this can be played if you understand how to use it, how to trail it. You can play very well with options, whether stocks, I'll tell you one thing. I'll just explain one concept. Okay. This is recent chart, June 2024. Why I'm showing this chart is because this green level and this green level, these are two price cycle points. And I was observing this chart for a long time because see entire consolidation in Nifty. Let us go to Nifty chart. This entire consolidation in Nifty would have been played out with the help of this chart as well as understanding this chart. Whenever the price reach that level, that price cycle point, you can look for a short. Now this candle you cannot short, right? This is a bullish candle. But next day it closed below that, you got the trade. And again, this candle whipsawed this level but did not close on a daily basis. So when you take a trade, swing trades, it should be daily closing. See again, if you buy here, again next target, it did not complete this level, but eventually it completed, right? But your stop loss spite of it, right? Again here, if you short it, your stop loss is it. So some trade, there will be a problem, right? Because actually it's a market, right? But even if you get 1-2 trades and 1 or 2 whipsaw, again from here you got this trade. There is a doji at some support level, you can exit. And from again here you can take trade and again do this level. Now here again this break, you can take trade up to this level. So how many trades are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades. And if you go here, that will be whipsaw. So out of 8-9 trades, 2 or 3 trades might have not worked out. Your stop loss might have hit, but 6 trades would have made substantial money in Nifty by either selling options or buying options or trading futures. This movement. So it's exactly captured by this, that particular, you have to take a little bit far away option because, so I was observing this June option from December itself. That's what I do. Now I am observing the option in the December 2024. September is over now. So December I am observing. So this observation, this consolidation along with this price action in the option would have helped you getting some trades. Okay. Some might have whipsawed. So this is one price cycle which is I am extensively using in terms of trading in stocks or indices as well as options. Now, second cycle that I recently discovered is again a very, very interesting cycle, and I'm surprised with that price cycle point. Okay, so I'll share 1 or 2 price cycle points, and you'll be really surprised how it's working. So this is Bank Nifty chart. And this price cycle point level, this is not ninad number system. This is I called as a ninad price cycle. So this is slightly different cycle. Okay. So here a price cycle point exists between 15,000 and 17,000. Okay. Between 15,000. There's a number. I'm not disclosing it, but there's a number. Okay. See, Bank Nifty post-COVID exactly took support in that zone. Okay. Exactly at that zone. 52. I'll show you several charts. This is really, see the breakout after this. It was actually consolidated that zone, took a breakout, supported in that zone, and then rally. Like if you understood this is a price cycle point, if it's crossing that level, you know the next target. Right? That is the advantage. So you know where this target is. One target. And if cross that target, then we look for the next target. And I am surprised with so many charts I was watching, and it is just very, very surprising. And it is nothing to do with any commodity. Whatever we are discussing it's a universal thing. It's not like it is applicable to stocks only or indices only. It is applicable to currency. It is applicable to commodity, any trading instrument. So it is applicable to everything. Okay. So look at this NASDAQ. First resistance that 2021 was exactly at that zone. So if you understood that this is a resistance zone, what you should look for is a shorting opportunity, right? And if you are in this trade, then you should exit around this level and look for a shorting opportunity. Again, see, it reached to that level, it reversed back in that zone. Now it is sustaining above this level. So if you are a bigger trader or big swing trader, positional trader, your short trade is still not there. Rather, it should be a long trade till this zone is there. This actually I was taking with few charts and I was surprised. I screened on a trading view all the charts which is above this 17,000 zone, and there was not a single chart except I think one chart or something where it did not work that well. It almost worked on every chart. Okay, so let us see Bitcoin. It is very interesting, very interesting. And this could be used for investing also, like in a stock or something. Suppose you are trading exactly reverse from that zone and see what a rally. So this is a very good investing point for a Bitcoin. Let us look at some stock. So we cannot say that's only for the indices or something. Page Industries. Look at Page Industries. It did not reach this level, moved up, but eventually came to this zone, right? And see rally, a big rally, a big impulsive movement. Suppose you bought here. So if you know from here what are the targets, and if you sustain above that target, you put a stop loss below that target, trailing that. If it hits, you're out. But at least you have played that completely without any panic, because you know why this is moving in this fashion or why reaching that level. So it actually completed 2-3 cycles. It actually completed 2-3 cycles, 2 cycles at least, 2 or 3 cycles. Even I am really surprised with this particular level. This is one level. There are several levels, all works. I'm just showing one level. This is one price cycle point. See, even in case of Boss, it gave a breakout, but then eventually it came to this level only. And the last breakout is again from this level only. Something which I never heard of. All those stocks also I checked out, and I was surprised. Not a single, except I think one stock so maybe, but from here it bounced back. But it was consolidation. I think maybe Sri Cement wasn't that accurately respected this level. All these stocks on a NAC which are above that level. Look at this. First resistance, crossed it, again came back and then rally. So is it not a good investing point? If you are buying a stock, this is a very good investment. And if you are here in the trade, this is also a good exit point. If it's not sustaining above that level, it's better you exit and wait for the next some consolidation. So you can save some 1 year or something, right? Every chart that say again same thing. Resistance, now it is consolidating in the zone. So almost every chart that I talked about, Honeywell Automation, SM3M India, something called ZF Commercial, Lakshmi Machine. So every stock you can check out some oxygen investments. So everywhere that this stock did not respect it. This was one of the stock that did not respect it that much. It took support here. This rally started, but otherwise, it was some resistances were there. But this was one stock that did not respect it that much. So this is a very powerful idea. If you know this level, you can talk about taking next. If they cross this level, then you know next where the target is. If it's below, you know what is the next level target. Right? Below target or higher target. Now that you have to understand where it's a bullish or bearish. This is how price cycle works from one point to another. You can similarly check out with 700 and 800 level. So you can check 700 and 800 level on any chart and you will find the same thing. The bottom made during the COVID was at that level. So at that level, actually I followed this stock. Based on Ninad number system, I was aware of some level here that the investment target, not the trading target, would be around this zone, and which actually achieved that zone. So from say 1,800, 900 zone to 3,000 zone, if you know that level, 2,000 points, you can trade it. If you're confident about that, you can trail the stop loss. Maybe if you hear your stop loss might be in your out, and you can again enter. So Titan is one of the best examples. See again that 800, 700 is again works on every chart. ICICI Bank has done that. A lot of all this consolidation was in that zone. Once it is broken, took support and then big rally. So you can take it on any instrument, whether it's a commodity, whether it is any stock from where in the world. This number system will follow. This is something universal. Nothing. This is not an option strategy. This is not an option specific or any strategy specific. This is pure number system. But what benefit is you understand that from here, what is going to happen? Either this will take resistance and reverse back, or it will, if it's cross that level, what is my next level? 15 to 17, right? That zone. That zone has worked so well. And it is working absolutely well on Nifty, Bank Nifty, any stock. Now, one thing we required here is a little bit knowledge of time cycle. So if you know the time cycle, then you can also take advantage of that time cycle and look for the breakout at that particular time. So this was a June cycle, right? Nifty and everything has made bottom in June. So we know if June is a bottom and the price is at the zone, let us wait for the breakout. If the breakout happens at this level in this time zone, we are going to get a next targets. This is what happened with Nifty, Bank Nifty, everything. Again, now time has come for Nifty, Bank Nifty, everybody, right? September. So that way to understand, apart from knowing price, if you know the time, like suppose you understand that in case of Bitcoin, staying out of India and you're investing or trading in a Bitcoin, and if you know that this is at that 15,000, 7,000, 17,000 zone, and now time is also there, then that was a time to invest. So you have to understand time cycle. So apart from this, understanding time cycle give you a lot of leverage because you can time the market. So basically we need that concept of time cycles. So we'll study Gann time cycles in that. Some of you already know because you already studied Gann, at least 2-3 people I'm aware here. So this is just I'm sharing. One person in our Gann has really made me proud. He made a lot of money. But with any concept, like it's not a holy grail. Though it looks like a holy grail, entry is a kind of holy grail. But still you have to practice it, right? If you practice it, you can make money. This is not something which you, this price cycle concept is very simple. It does not require much thing. Maybe you understand the time cycles. But otherwise, it's not something which you can like learn something and immediately implement and start making millions. I do not agree with this kind of concept. You have to really work hard on this and develop your own system and use in a trading. And then eventually it becomes comparatively much easier to find a good trade setup. You actually can capture a really good trade setup if on a swing basis at least. For intraday, it's become difficult because there is a very less time. But if using time cycles and these number systems, you get amazing trade setups. Only thing you have to little bit patience and follow some rules. That's all. So this guy has learned Gann from me, and he really made a lot of money. But this guy has converted 1.3 lakh into 10 lakh rupees, which is very, very surprising. And so what I'm trying to say is that if you put something, what you learn into practice and seriously do it, this kind of performance is possible. Everybody cannot make this kind of, but this person has done that. So that is the whole idea. He converted that money. He was seriously followed up the whole training very religiously. He told me that he watched 2 hours that training video every day, 2 hours. And he was following with me almost every week, discussing with me something. And he traded only Nifty options. He was focused on only one single instrument. And he made 1.3 into 10 lakh rupees. 1 year time. Okay. Yes, there is a course. That's what I'm going to talk about. But first, any question on what I discussed right now, 2 cycles. If any question, because I've shown you something which is working everywhere. And you can check on your own. I have shown that 50 to 17,000 level and 700, 800. This is only 2 price cycle points I shown. There are numerous cycle points. From one point to next level, next to next. So easily understand from where the price is going to move. If going to move up, it's going to move down. Okay. Amit Kumar, any question?
No, sir. I just would like to know about this. Are you going to conduct any courses, something
I'm going to
like that?
conduct this actually. This is regarding course only. I have clearly mentioned, I think, in the webinar.
Yeah.
This is reference to the course. I don't hide anything.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, there is a course on this. This is something which is completely discovered by me. This is not anywhere. This is not in a Gann. This is not anywhere in a internet. Nobody has talked about this. This is just by accident. First system I was observing, and by observation you learn somewhere, right? And I was practicing Gann. So because of Gann also there is some always that ideas were there in terms of numbers. Storing that these 2 systems are worked. Okay. So basically, I am conducting a training on this where we'll cover these price cycles, both the price cycles in detail. In detail, how to use this for a trading, how to use this for a using trailing stop loss and dynamic cycles. So how we can see almost all, uh, and I have mentioned several trades on a Twitter also using this ninad number system. Wipro, I talked about. Okay, even case of Bank Nifty, I talked about that levels in a June. See, in a June, I talked about these levels. That likely 20,700 already crossed so much beyond that. Okay, for Bank Nifty, I talked about minimum target around this level. So this is also done. This is a second level target for Bank Nifty. 2 cycles completed almost in that zone. Here I talked about Wipro, which worked so well. What I'm trying to say is, if you practice this in advance, you know where the likely price is going to go. Okay, so I talked about something like when it was around 700 zone, that similar 700 zone. I talked about price levels which exactly worked. See, these are price actually which I plotted only. So I talked about final target around 380 zone. It made around 352. So here I talked about these levels and all those levels worked very well. I talked about first level around 550, 530. It almost came to that level. Second level I talked about 380. That also came. So from here, you know what is the possible target. Only using this price cycle. But this was a very big thing, right? Okay. But in case of buying, you can use it, stop. In case of trading also, you can use it. You can take this much trade, then exit and again look for next trade. So that is possible. I think even Infi I talked about similar. Infi also same thing. And it achieved both the targets. Surprisingly, a lot of people surprised at that. So Infi I talked about these 2 levels here from this breakout. And it not only touches first level, it achieved the second level also. See, this was the second level. And Infi actually reversed from this zone only, 12, 30, something like that. So this was all based on the this number system only. This is the chart of Infi where the bottom is made. See, it's made at 1185. And again, it rallied. So you know that from here it is going to bounce because major target is achieved. I talked about 1230, 1194. My target was 1250, basically. 1215 was my target. And it achieved below that. It same on a breakdown, it gave that target. 1185. So we'll study those 2 cycles, static and dynamic both way. And we have to study time cycles also. Few of you already know the time cycles, but other people will have to understand the time cycles. So we'll understand few important cycles. Okay. So this is a course I am planning Saturday, Sunday. See, this is basically not very, in case some of you attended Gann training, right? So it is not difficult at the level of Gann, right? Gann required something. This is not, this is very simple. Which only thing is we have to really practice it and make sure that we use it properly. And along with time cycles, I am seeing amazing results. Unfortunately, last 1 year, I was out of order. So I could not use it or make use of this concept in a big way. But I'm using this for a long time. And it gives amazing setups. We have last few months, Kedar and I have developed a lot of indicators for this type cycle, both the price cycles. So there are ready-made indicators. You don't have to plot anything. Just use indicators and the price will be plotted in that range or something. And we also developed some screeners also based on something. So we together can use it. My idea is not spoon feeding. My idea is to make you capable of doing something on your own. That is the whole idea. Okay. If you don't have question, Kedar, can you share your view on this cycles because you already know about it? What is your view on these cycles? Whatever you know about it, whether it works, you have seen that.
So basically, this price cycles that sir is explaining, we've already seen it. At least I've seen it on several instruments that it is working. The thing is, like, you need to combine it with your analysis, and it's not like it is always going to work 100%, but you need to combine it with probably any other technical indicators or technical methods that you are using, and to what you say, give it more confidence to the trade that you are taking. So it's not only that because the price has reached, or then it will definitely go to the other level. So you need to keep looking at the other indicators, like whether does this trade make sense or not, and always trail whatever you're trading. So as sir mentioned, like we've already developed certain indicators on this. So the trading view indicators that we have, we just you just need to use those, and all the price levels will already get plotted on your charts. So it's not that you have to mark those levels manually and all. Yeah, and we have several examples, like sir has already shown, like where these cycles are working. So this method definitely works. It's just that we need to capitalize on it, and make some good trades. That's it. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I said that's why we need to also work on time cycles, right? Time cycles is one concept and a little bit of analysis. We have to understand whether it's a bullish or bearish. So that can be done. That is not a big issue. But that has to be practice. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you very much.